Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the wonderful homestead. We're gonna take a little garden tour this morning. Coming in through the gate over here, we've got 3 tomato plants, and I trimmed all the suckers off, and I've been trying to train them to go up the tunnel thing, for lack of better words. This is a Sun 100 cherry tomatoes. And then we've got 2 early girls and 4 basil plants. We were working hard in the garden yesterday and Tyler said, "I don't think our gardens ever look so good." And I agree, so I thought, why not do a garden tour? Our 2 rows of beets are looking great, and we're probably gonna harvest those soon. And the nasturtium is starting to open. Need to train this guy to go up the trellis. There we go. We've got some borage here, which is an edible purplish bluish flower. You can see this one starting to open. And this reseeded from last year. It's an edible flower. I had planted some chives in this trough that were bulbs from Costco that did not germinate. So we just replanted and put some radish in there instead. And then Aurora has a couple broccoli plants here. We had given her a bunch of seeds to play with, and she must have dropped those right there. So we're just letting them do their thing. And then we planted a couple rows of carrots recently. We weren't gonna do them this year because we haven't had much success, but we decided let's give it another try. And we have a much better germination rate than in past years, so that's exciting. We'll come in and thin them out pretty soon. And then we have lots of potatoes, and I cannot believe that they're already flowering. We had a really good crop last year. It was only about 1 bin of tomatoes though, so hopefully we'll get more than that this year. And they stored really well. Over here we have several green bean pole beans that will trellis up, and 2 arugula plants right here. We love to put that on our pizza. And then some more pole beans and lots of snap peas. Our snap peas are doing super well on both sides. We've got a few kale plants right here, purple kale, and 1 spinach, 2 and 3, and then a few lettuce plants and some more kale. And our cucumber is not doing very good. And I tried to plant a few more yesterday, but I think the heat got them, and also my little helper decided to completely dismantle them, so they were like all separated from the root when I planted them. So I might try again. And also I tried to plant some cucumber from seed over here, and it did not make it at all. So I'm gonna try and plant some more cucumber. Our raspberry bushes are doing wonderful. We're trying celery right here. Got 4 celery plants for the first time, and all of our calendula, that's the orange flower and yellow, reseeded from last year, and they're just wonderful. And then the daisies are just volunteers. And then we have 3 zucchini plants. We're gonna have a lot of zucchini this year. And we've got a big dill patch over here that reseeded. And then we have a reseeded borage and potato. I love when things just come up on their own and I don't have to do it. And then over here, we just planted a row of lettuce right there. And then this is a row of leeks, and somehow a nasturtium ended up growing right there, so I left it. So yeah, that is the vegetable garden. Show you what I picked this morning. Some beautiful raspberries and peas, And then I have a borage right here just because it's pretty and it attracts the pollinator bees. And then geranium, and the poppy is doing good still. And our Tropicana rose bush that we inherited on this property is just doing wonderful. I need to do a little pruning. The herb garden, we've got thyme that's just going crazy and flowering, and I need to pick it, trim it. Spanish lavender, wild rose bush, and this rose bush, the pinkish white one, I actually got for free when we were buying something from someone on OfferUp, and she was like, do you want this pot of roses? It's just doing horrible. And it did look pretty bad when I first got it, but it's doing much better now. And then I planted some yarrow. I got that from Azure Standard as a start. And my friend gave me this hydrangea, and we planted it and went on vacation, and it didn't get watered for like 5 days. So it's starting to come back now, thankfully, but it's not as happy as I would hope. And then we've got some parsley here, and oregano is doing great, and rosemary. And then whatever I planted right there did not grow. And our fuchsia looks so sad because there's a bird's nest in there, so it's not doing too good. Our huckleberry bush, Aurora was playing with it and knocked off all the blossoms, so it's not going to have berries this year, I don't think, but hopefully next year. It is really pretty though, and looking good. And then this is a bleeding heart that we inherited with the property. It'll probably bloom soon, you can see, and the hummingbirds just love it, and it's so beautiful. I almost cut this out when it was all dead looking, or like dug it out, because I didn't know what it was, and I'm so glad that I didn't. And I was giving our lilac bushes a trim the other day. This is our apple tree that's in the front yard, and we got these pruned a couple years ago, and they've been doing so much better. And then we've got the apple maggot traps. That helps a lot. Hi! And over here, little helper and Dada are working on making a flagstone patio for us because the dogs have been tearing up the yard. So this will help not track as much mud in, huh? Run, 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 run. And I did plant a couple flowers over here that I'm super happy are coming back up. I think one is like the coneflower, echinacea. That blackish one is a sunflower that's really pretty. You doing days of the week? Days of the week, days of the week. This front flower bed is just a hot mess. Hot mess. It does have a peony right there that's obviously done blooming, and some columbine, and an azalea that's really sad, another one that's really sad. They don't do anything anymore, they're too old. So, and then some other random bulb flowers. And this front apple tree has not produced any fruit. Hi, Bailey. But maybe in the next couple years, maybe it will. I don't know. Might just be too old. But the one down by the pond is really old and big, and it makes fruit. So we've been getting them sprayed by Sensky. They have an organic spray that's supposed to help. And then we have another wild rose bush over here, and this flower bed always looks really bad in the summer because it's more of like a springtime. It has really beautiful daffodils and hyacinth and some other ones I don't remember that come up in the spring, but then it ends up looking ugly in the summer. But this rose bush is doing great. And our cosmos, the dahlia, I need to prune a little bit. My grandma got me that for Mother's Day, and it looks so pretty. And this is the prettiest flower I'm growing. Just kidding, it's fake. Some sage, mint that came back from last year, a little rose bush that Auntie Heather got me. Some more dill. Hanging baskets my mother-in-law got for us for Mother's Day are doing beautifully. There's the pond down there. And we found out that we have a cherry tree over there. And so I made some cherry freezer jam, which is really good. The pansies reseeded from last year. And the salvia came back because it's perennial. And the lavender is doing wonderful. And I don't know what this is. It was supposed to be zinnia, but it's not, I don't think. I mean, it's way too tall. I think that's chamomile. Hi, Chester. And then there is an apple tree. And back there is our biggest apple tree. And then we have a bunch of plum trees as well, and tons of blackberry bushes that'll be coming on soon. And then over here we have some Rebecca, which is a black-eyed Susan that my mother-in-law gave me some cuttings from. That's doing great, so that'll multiply and get nice and big. And this apple tree is doing wonderful. You can see the apple maggot traps are definitely doing their job. Wild rose bush. Hi, buddy. And blueberry bushes. We moved out of the garden for the first time this year. That one's doesn't have any fruit, but this one actually has a decent handful, bucket full. And our compost pile has some volunteer calendula and possibly potatoes in there. So that's exciting. And then this is our secondary compost pile. So we put all the weeds in here and all of the chicken poop because it has to sit for at least 6 months before you can, hi buddy, put it in the compost pile or in the garden. Hi buddy. I know, it's so hot, huh? You got a nice shady spot in the trees. Yeah. Hi, sweet boy. He guards our chickens for us, Chester. Oh, sweet boy. You're the best livestock guardian dog, huh? Yes. Who's the best guard dog? Who's the biggest floof? Yeah. Who's the biggest, bestest floof? The floofadoof. Yes. I know you want to come out, don't you? There's some tree swallow little birdies. Oh, hi guys. Hello. Hello. They're so cute. The floofadoof. The floofadoof. Hi, buddy. Sit. 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 Good boy. Stay. Sit. I have to do it one-handed. Sit down. Sit down. Floof-a-doof. Good. Stay. Okay, there we go. Our property is not fully fenced at this time. We share a driveway with our neighbors, so Chester has to be on a leash at all times, otherwise he'll just run off, unfortunately. He always comes back, but we don't like him running around the 5-mile radius. Come here, bud. Chester, Chester. There are the horsies. Hi, Stella. Hi, Hondo. Oh, big good morning stretch. You're dirty, boy. You need a bath. Hi. Hi. Hi, Stella. You're so dirty. Dusty. Dusty. This is our tinker shed and lawnmower garden tool shed. He's eager to go on a walk. Come here, bud. Come here. This chicken coop, our friend Cammie painted the mural on it, and we didn't even know that this building was here when we bought the property because it was so overgrown with bushes. Hi, chickies. There's our lavender Orpington. Hi, Gray. And our white sex-link, I think she's called, Rhode Island Red. And our big barred rock rooster that I'm so happy with. I got him on Craigslist, and he is just beautiful and docile and a very good rooster. Then we got a buff Orpington and an Easter egger. And an orange sex-link poking her head out. Another barred rock and orange sex-link. Wow, you've gotten big. Haven't taken a look at you for a while. And another buff Orpington. Do you guys want to see the barn? I've never done a barn tour. Our round pen, we got the panels for a really good deal on Craigslist, and then Tyler brought the excavator home from work and cleared it out and got a lot of sand from G&L. This is our old barn where we keep the hay and feed the horses. And take a look. It's got a little baby door. We have cleared out about 2 big dump trailer loads of stuff out of here. And there's still a lot more. No, don't pee on that. Hey, I know you want to pee on the hay, but you can't. Come on, buddy. And it's getting about time that we're gonna need to, so this is the stall that we made for the horses to keep them out. Hey, don't pee on the hay. Keep them out of the mud in the winter time and the rain, and keep their hay dry. And somebody didn't get the baling twine out of here. Tyler does most of the horse hay throwing. Did you find a toenail? Dogs love to eat horse hooves, huh? Oh, you're gonna pee right there, huh? Keep the coyotes out of here. Good boy. Somebody left my brush right here. Oh my goodness. Should we show him Cowbone Corner, buddy? Show him where all the firewood lives? Oh, he's onto something. He smells something good. He smells something. The floof's onto something. Oh yeah, we also have another little apple tree down here that's that's fruiting this year. Hey, you two, knock it up. I know, it's so fun. That's an apple tree right there. You want to pee on that? So the horse pasture is just 3 wires that aren't even hot. Our horses, thankfully, are not fence busters. They're very easy to keep in. And Tyler fenced it all. It's about 4 acres or so. This looks like it could be a home. Something's living in there, I bet. Hopefully not coyotes. Here's our wood pile that we gotta get into the shed. Oh, buddy. Well, I better get back to work. Thanks for coming on this tour with me. The horses say, "Let us out. We want to eat grass. Let us down." And Chester says, "I must walk the property line and pee on things." It's a good life, y'all. Be blessed. God bless. Bye-bye.